Right. Should we do our actual job now?
Yeah, we've probably got a little bit of time left of our shift.
Right, I'm getting an email, so I'll just...
What about Andrew? Why do you need an email? Online boyfriend.
Oh, God, I'm so stupid.
So,
Andrew loved his episode as well. He literally overanalyzed every single thing about himself. He was sat there like, oh God, my nose looks weird from there. I was like, Andrew, I don't give a fuck. Like, you also just... He made some weird jokes that I'm glad that we cut out about his own family, because his family would have been very upset with them. But yeah.
Right. Hey shorties. That's on the internet. So I was at my cousin's wedding and I didn't really know most of the people, but it was my birthday, so I got a little too drunk. I thought I was slaying in the life of the party. As it came to the end of the night, I was taking the shuttle back to the hotel with my grandpa and the groom's parents when things started to go a little south. Not on the body, just in terms of metaphorically. Yeah. I ended vomiting all over myself and my grandpa. I had to be escorted back up to my room and I had to throw away my dress and shoes. In brackets, I have no memory of this. How will I ever face grandpa again?
Wow. I mean,
Have you thrown up in any weird places?
No, I don't think so. I was literally just thinking
sister on the way... It wasn't my sister, it was my friend. Me and my granddad and my nan, we call her. She's not dead.
I was going to say. Did she die from vomit? What happened?
We always used to go on caravan holidays.
Mm-hmm.
They had a caravan. And one year they invited, they said, George M, you can bring a friend along.
So it always gets dangerous when that happens.
All got in the back of this people carrier that they had. And me and my friend were sat at the back. My sister and her friend were sat in the middle. And then my granddad and his wife, my grandma, were sat at
like
the
you
front.
hate this woman secretly. You're like, don't.
I love you, Nan. So I think my friend got a bit travel sick, like maybe got a little bit indigestion. You know what grandparents are like, just force feeding you,
especially
sweets,
your nan.
that is.
Especially your nan. We know
she actually is like, she sends like care packages to my house. My parents have had to tell her to not do it, and like probably get like contractual written agreements to not do it, because she sends it all the time. Like, doesn't send it all the time. She's such a bevy. But so I think he must have been force fed some like strawberry laces or some shit. Mm-hmm. And he was had a bit of a dicky tum. And we were like 5 minutes from home after this like 2-hour journey. And he just couldn't hold in this sick anymore. I just went, we had to look because we had all of our bags going in between us and around us. Because obviously we haven't got a boot. Yeah. Well, we might have had, but it wasn't a big one. It wasn't a fucking shuttle bus that we were in. And he just went... and just was sick all over my sister's bag with her straighteners and stuff.
My God. That is awful.
My sister was like, what do I do? So she cleaned them and then put them on to like heat up, but then it just tasted like she was smelled like she was toasting sick. So she had to just throw away and get some new straighteners.
Oh my God. That is hell. Think about the most I've ever done. I was drunk in Darwin Wetherspoons. I don't know what I'm doing. And
was it on the coast?
And I was very drunk, and I didn't realise how... It's one of those moments where you don't realise how drunk you are until you sit down.
Yeah.
And then everything starts to hit you a little bit. Somebody who was on our table, didn't even know who they were, ordered food. It arrived on the table. I took the plate and ate it all, a full bowl of nachos, pretended they were mine. They weren't mine. This girl was like, where's my nachos? I was like, I don't know. Went to the bathroom. George, I've never vomited so much in my life in a Wetherspoons toilet. I'm talking up the wall, up the literal wall, and then not even into the toilet. The lid was on it. I had to put the toilet up. I thought I was going to shit myself. So I had to sit on the toilet whilst vomiting on the floor. It was horrible. And then I remember I walked out of the Wetherspoons toilet and I was like, what's that on? What's all that in there? I don't know what's happening. Walked downstairs to my friends. I was like, I think I'm going to go. And then I fell out with my friend because I was just so drunk I didn't even know what I was saying. She put me in a taxi home with her, came back to my house, put me to bed, and then I was shouting at her like, you're such a shit mate, why have you taken me home, as if it wasn't a good friend to take you home. I was like, I wanted to stay out, like, awful. But yeah, that's the worst that I've done.
Oh, so what would you do if you puked on grandpa?
If I puked on grandpa?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that person did, didn't it? I was thinking, I didn't know my granddad was in that story. What are you on about? Right. If I was sick on my
He was in his
granddad,
cubicle next door.
I would say, I mean, first of all, how old is granddad? Is he going to notice?
I don't think it matters on the age if you notice you've been sick on.
If he doesn't know, you don't have to. You just have to clean it up.
He's been sick on. He knows he's been sick on.
How does he know though? He could be like at the end of his life, and he's just like chilling there. Just do you know when like they're just like chilling, like knitting, and they're having a great time, and they just barely even notice. I
think he's noticed he's been sick.
To be fair, yeah, you'd have to be quite out of it, really, wouldn't you, to not notice that? I would say sorry, granddad. Didn't mean it.
Just apologise. There's nothing else that you can
There's
really
no
can
right
do.
way. No.
Be sick on me. Go on.
Yeah.
Go on,
you do it to me. Honestly, it's fine.
Have a tacky chun on me.
That's what I used to do to my little sister. If I ever accidentally hurt her, I'd be like, don't cry, don't cry.
Threw up on her.
If we were like playing and like she just randomly was like, ow, you hurt me or something, I'd be like, don't cry, you can hit me, don't cry. It's like, don't tell mum, you can hit me, it's fine. Hit me harder. But yeah, that's the only advice. Get your granddad to smack you across the face. That's my advice. Yeah.
Just get him to ask him to retaliate in any way he sees fit.
Absolutely. Well, not anywhere. Oh, anyway, let's move on. I can hear the phone ringing.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling. So can I.
Lovely.
All right. So my friend, her and her boyfriend, the boyfriend just broke up with her, and she's very distraught. And I guess she was walking or something, and she found a dead bunny, and she takes this dead bunny, holds on to the thing. So the boyfriend started dating a new girl. He finds the new girl's car, puts the dead bunny on the car, and writes on the car, "You're no bunny till somebody loves you." And then she took pictures, she came back, and she like showed all of us, like, haha, look how funny, like all my other roommates. But that was kind of scary. I feel like that was a bit far. So I don't know what should we do? Do you confront her?
I think you call the bloody police, love.
Can I just say, at the start, I thought she was Irish.
Yeah, me too. And then she went American.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, don't put your dead bunny on someone. That's a bit, yeah.
What did it say? You're nobody until somebody...
No bunny till somebody loves you.
No bunny until somebody loves you.
That's a psychopathic killer.
That's quite good punning on the go.
I mean, yeah, nice poem.
Funny punny bunny.
Oh. Good for the poem. Bad for the murder and well, maybe not necessarily murder, but it's fucked.
Transportation.
In it that like serial killers often played with like dead animals and shit.
That's what. Don't
fuck with cats. Yeah. Don't fuck with bunnies.
No.
Call the police. This is bad vibes.
Especially if. What's his name? Hefner. Hugh Hefner's about.
Oh my god! I just remembered. I don't know how this story just came into my head, but I've literally got the most traumatic story from my teenage childhood
about Hugh
that
Hefner.
I can't believe I've never told you.
Is he trying to enroll you as a bunny?
No. Right. So I was thinking about like the logistics of picking up a dead bunny and like how gross that would be. I was imagining it being like in a park, and then it made me think of this story. I was once at a park with my friends, and one of them threw dog shit at my face.
Did you not think about washing it off? I was wondering what that mess was.
George, this was my trauma. I cried a lot. And it was bad.
What did you do?
So, we were at the swings at this park, but we used to like meet after school. We were probably in like year 8, 9-ish. Yeah. And there was this huge pile of dog shit. Huge. Yeah. And
I was your sister that, but
she's a huge pile of dog shit. And for whatever reason, we were just like, lol, you know, like teenage boys do, like, lol, look how big that shit is. Like, what shitted that? Whoa, dinosaur shit. Whoa,
what
lol.
Shitted that?
What shitted that, like, man? Yeah. And I was like, yeah, whatever. We was on the swings later on next to it. I was on...
Shock, Max swinging.
Well, I wasn't on the swing. I was like stood next to the swing.
I've fallen off the swing.
I was attacked by the swing. And this boy put his banana into the dog shit. He was like one of my best mates at the time.
Are we talking... What is this?
An actual banana.
Okay.
Yes. Oh my God. Into the dog shit, threw it at me. It hit me, I remember, here, right next to my mouth, and ricocheted down my back. I instantly was just like, I didn't know what to do. I was retching, like, I was screaming at this boy, like, you fucking wanker, why have you done this? My dad lived nearby. I had to run to my dad's house. Still got dog shit on me. I'm like crying. I'm freaking out. I'm retching as I'm running, like, like over and over again.
Thank you for playing that out. That
Oh
was
my
good.
God, yeah, sorry. Ran to my dad's house. My stepmom was in, and I think she was like on a work call or something, and she was like, "What's happening?" I was like, "I've got shit all over me." And then I like got it off. I had to have like 4 or 5 showers. Like it was traumatic. I couldn't stop thinking about. Oh God, I couldn't stop thinking about having dog shit on my face. It nearly made me feel a bit sick then. Anyway, the next day at school, I iced this boy out like beyond. And then he ended up fully leaving our friendship group because I said, I said to everyone, you have to choose between me or him. I will never be around this boy ever again. He threw dog shit at my face.
Oh,
that is the ultimate disrespect.
That's a bit of a shit situation.
Right. This is my trauma. I sobbed to the point where I think his mum even like called a meeting with all of our mums and was like, why will Max not be friends with him? And I was like, he threw dog shit at my face, Suzanne. That's a very valid I'd think that's up there with some of the most valid reasons that you can think.
Yeah.
And he said, I ran into it. He said he just threw it in an aimless direction and I ran into it with face first.
Oh, you wanted to catch
Yeah,
it?
that was his excuse. He was not the brightest boy. He ended up becoming one of those people that like when they're like 20 years old, they hang around the school gates still because they've got a girlfriend that's like 15. He ended up becoming one of those. So any tips out there? Do not throw dog shit at anyone, otherwise your life will go downhill. Yeah.
And that didn't...
What are you about to say?
That didn't... It's not even good.
You're going to really upset me, aren't you?
And that didn't deter you from you putting your banana in the shit.
Maybe that made me gay. I don't know. Oh, this is horrible. I hate it here. I hate it here so much.